I'm literally here just to see what these cards do. Alright, grade 0 is the dude. Grade 1 is this robot. When you ride him over Steruvane, which is the grade 0. Oh no. When he's ridden over by the grade 2, which is Steruvane, his name is Findanis. You search your... If you have a Sora Periodo in your soul, then you look of your deck for a grade 1 Saksen. Oh, you search your deck for a Saksen card, reveal it, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. And if you did not reveal one, then you call this to rear. So Saksen is like operation, plan. Saksen, Sakusen, Sakusen. Mission, yeah. Mission. Yeah, it's like operation, mission, kind of. Back to Thursday streams. Yes, sorry, I literally just went live. So, I am exceptionally streaming on a Thursday. Well, normally I do stream on Thursdays usually, but restreaming the Thursday stream, and I literally just started. They're revealing the robot ride line. They showed the grade 1, which is Sora period, who looks, the grade 0 looks really sick. He's like the pro tag. And then the grade 1 is Findanis. So he says when the grade 2 of the ride line rides over him, if you have the grade 0 in your soul, you can search your deck for a grade 1 Saksen card, which is like mission or operation card, and then reveal it, add it to your hand. If you didn't reveal one, you call it to rear. This is a grade 2, this is Steruvane. Looks really sick, goddamn. When he's ridden by a grade 3 Vanguard, you can, if you have the Sora period in your soul, so the starter, you can search your deck for a grade 2 Saksen card, so the mission card or operation card, reveal it, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. If you did not reveal one, you call this to rear. Damn, the art is really good. The art is super good. Yeah, the art is insane. So yeah, okay, so it's the usual rank gate stuff, ride line, searches, orders. The call to rear is pretty interesting. Oh, wow, that was fast. Sorry, I did like my laundry too, so that's like all over the place. Alright, Vanguard is out already. So the grade 3 says, if you have the starter in your soul, you can put a Saksen card from your order zone into the soul to draw 1, and then he gets plus 5k, and the once per turn red tech skill. At the end of the battle this unit attacked, if he hit the opponent's Vanguard, or if you Persona Road during this turn, you can Karamas 1 and discard 1 to stand this unit, and he loses a drive, which is pretty cool. It's pretty good. So anyway, this is the Saksen card. So the first one is a grade 1. There's a really long flavor text. The flavor text is like 3 lines, which is a first. So this is the grade 1 Saksen card. It says, when this card is placed from the order zone to the soul, you can choose an opponent's rearguard, retire it, and choose your Vanguard to give it plus 5k for that turn. Alright, so yeah, Saksen is like strategy, mission. So that's the grade 1. And looks like they haven't shown the grade 2 yet. Full Metal Panic aesthetic? Oh yeah, true, it does have an FMP aesthetic, true. Alright, here's a grade 2 Saksen card. This one's a common. It says, when this card is put from the order zone to the soul, you can choose your Vanguard, give it plus 10k for that turn, and your opponent cannot intercept, and they cannot play blitz orders. Damn, that's actually really good. So, this one gives even more power, and it also lets you turn off the Sentinel PG, turn off like good blitz order decks. Yeah, it stops Elementaria. Sanctitude does not work. So if you miss the grade 3, so the grade 1 and 2 of the ride line search the orders that they're revealing right now, but the grade 3 says, if you have the starter in your soul, you can choose a Saksen card from your order zone, put it to the soul to draw 1, gain plus 5k for that turn, and the red tech skill, once per turn at the end of this unit's battle, if he hit the opponent's Vanguard during that attack, or if you Persona Road this turn, you can Karamas 1, discard 1 to stand this unit and lose a drive. So it's just a restanding Vanguard for a very cheap cost, I would say. I like it so far. It's deck thinning, the orders are good. I don't know how many you would, I guess you need to put one every turn. But you set up, you get 2 from your grade 1 and grade 2 turns. So I guess I'm curious. So far pretty good, so the grade 1 basically says when you put this from the order zone to the soul, you retire an opponent's rear and you give your Vanguard plus 5k for the turn. Whereas the grade 2 gives your Vanguard plus 10k, but it doesn't retire. Instead, it shuts down intercept and doesn't let your opponent play blitz orders. So I wonder if this is all for the Sucks-in cards. It's nice that it draws one every time you put one in the soul too, so it kind of replaces itself, which is nice. Oh, there's a third one. Okay, oh, this is the one from the trailer. Okay. Dengeki Sakusen Shippu. Damn. So this one says, when it's put from the order zone, it's also common. When it's put from the order zone to the soul, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you can choose your Vanguard and give it the following ability. When this unit attacks, for that turn, all of your front row units get plus 5k. Oh my god. So if you Persona Ride, and you use this one, then that means you can you give your Vanguard the skill, and then your Vanguard swings, gives plus 5k to the front row, restands, swings again, gives another plus 5k to the front row. So it's like a double Persona Ride on the turns that you use this, which is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I love the art too. Super sick. Super sick. Robo Redline actually good? It is. It is. Blitz Strike Deathwind? Yes. The artist is Tori Yufu. Not an artist I know of. That is, or at least I don't, immediately doesn't come to mind. Alright, and here's recommended cards that seem to work well. Oh, apparently next week's, two of the cards that they'll introduce next week will be what, generic Branke cards? Hanyo Kado? So they're going to reveal 2 Branke generics next week. But they say you can use Freiheits to search Persona Ride. You can use the on-hit CC guy because you have on-hit effects. You also don't really CB that much in this deck, it seems. Like, the only thing that CB is the grade 3, right? Brant's Dragon Tree next week? Yeah, right, we still don't have that one, right? Triple rare staple! And yeah, then there's the manga promo. Dude, there's people playing that manga promo, the 3rd card on the slide in Eva right now. I need to buy Youthquake. I need to buy like 2 volumes so I can have this promo, because it's worth as much as 1 volume, so I'll go search for it tomorrow. Okay, so next week, the cards they'll introduce have like a pretty good synergy with this deck as well, so make sure to look forward to it. So yeah, this set comes out in 3 weeks, I think? 4 weeks? Let me check the calendar. 1, 2... Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks left until the set releases. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm pretty happy. Honestly, I wish I could have pogged more, but was in a tense situation with my OBS crashing and going live moments before the stream went live. So, unfortunately, could not do that. Oh, we get 0 news, right? It's a Thursday stream, so we get 0 news. Oh, new rank fight season news as well? Bring it on. Let's see it. Oh, it's Altmile, Mr. Absmile himself. Zam. Even Midas Sage was like, ah, nice abs. E-hooking. Damn, that's really good art. He looks very buff. And like very... Like, he looks aged. He looks older. Alright, so that's it for the 0 news for this stream. But next week, they will announce the next seasonal event. So this is the starter. Sora, period. So Blue Deathstar, Sora, period. He's the pilot of... He's basically the pilot of all the robots. So that's why he has to be in the soul for all of them. But his skill is the same as every other starter, so it's nothing too special. Then you have these guys who say... You search your... When you ride... So he says when the grade 2 rides over him, you search your deck for a grade 1 strategy card, reveal it, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. And if you do not reveal, you call it. So I guess, like, if for some reason you already drew all of them, like, I don't know how many you would play. I think the grade 3, you probably want to have at the most copies, and the grade 1 and 2, probably like 1 each. Maybe 2 of the grade 2 or something. I think the grade 3 one, you'd want to have a bit more copies. So... But yeah, so this one basically says, like, when you ride over him and you have the grade 0 in the soul, you search your deck for a grade 1 strategy card and then reveal it. But if you didn't reveal one, then you call this to rear. Alright, so he is a body on board. I don't see a reason why you would play more copies of these than just in the ride line, though. So I guess it's like it depends on if you already have. But yeah, then the grade 2, Steruvane. Very cool look. This one probably is my favorite design. I think of the 3 robots they revealed, this one's my favorite, design-wise. So when he's written by Vanguard, you search your deck for a grade 2, so the grade 2 strategy card and reveal it, and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. If you do not reveal one, then you call him to rear. So if you need a grade 2 body, then go for it. And then he has just one effect, but it's a good one in my opinion. You, once per turn, if you have the grade 0 in your soul, because he's the pilot, you can put a strategy card from your order zone into your soul to draw 1, give him plus 5k, and give him the skill that when his attack hits the opponent's Vanguard at the end of the battle, or if you Persona Road this turn at the end of the battle, you can get almost 1, discard 1 to stand him, and he loses the drive. So, of course, like, you can power him up a fair bit. He'll be at least, like, 23 or 20 or 28. No. Yes, he'll be at least 23 or 28 on grade 3 turn, depending on which strategy card you want to put in the soul. And that just means they have to basically block the Vanguard, which you might be thinking is like, oh, well, if they block it, then that means it doesn't restand on the first grade 3 turn if you don't have Persona Ride. This also means that you definitely need Chalice for this deck. You definitely want to play the Chalice order, because that's just an extra copy of your Persona Ride, and it procs Persona Ride for this deck. And yeah, going first turn 3 can be quite scary because the number is actually quite big. So if you're hitting for 30k or more, your opponent's going to be forced to PG in some cases if their hand quality is not too high on shield value. And it's like, even if it doesn't restand, it's actually like not too bad, because you're eating up their hand / damage denying, which can also be nice if you want to play the deck a bit slower. And I think it's pretty good. So this card's nice. This card's nice. I like it. And of course, on Persona Ride, you have confirmed the restand and a very big Vanguard too. So it's more like BLAUS. This is definitely the BLAUS of... This is basically the BLAUS of Standard, I would say. I guess the art was already a hint towards it, but this is definitely BLAUS. Like, playstyle-wise, it's 100% BLAUS. All I needed to do was restand the whole middle column. Am I satisfied with the skill? Yeah, honestly, I am quite happy with it. It's literally BLAUS power crept. Because, you know, it's been 10 years since BLAUS came out. This card is also pretty cool. So it lets you retire something, which I think every deck having some form of retire options is really cool. I love the art as well. Like, the 3 grade 1s with different weapons is really sick. Like this one, these two have blades. You can see the little cars here, which kind of shows you like how big they are, like for scale. Sorry, the chat is covering. Yeah, Brancate, honestly, we don't have a single bad ride line. Like, look at the little car here. Do you see it? It's my mouse picturing. You can see the car here. So you see actually how huge they are, and like their weapons, the grenade launcher. I think, is he shooting the car? Oh my god. Why is he shooting the car? That's weird. Blah, because of hit pressure style. The Vanguard specifically being hit pressure. The grade 1 is the rare? Yeah, true. It is weird that the grade 1 order is the rare. I guess they just don't have enough set space to make them all rares. So then the grade 2, he's shooting as well. So this is the grade 2 shooting, which is pretty cool. So what's cool about the order is that it's like the grade 1 order features the grade 1 card, the grade 2 order features the grade 2 card, and the grade 3 order features the grade 3 card. I find that really cool. And their flavor texts are super long. They're all like 3 lines each, which is like, I'm not even gonna bother reading that for now, because it's like, it's like this time's mission report and stuff like that. So the wings of the grade 3, yes, they're very nice. They're very nice. Yeah, if they were all rares, we could have them all on FR, that's true. That's a good point. Celestial beings doing their missions, yeah. It is actually very sick. Damn, I'm a big fan. So this one, basically, the grade 1 one lets you, so yeah, as I said, like having retire options for a deck is always going to be cool. Like, to me, it's like always nice that the deck has that option. I don't know how many of this you'll want to play, like 2 maybe? 1 is honestly kind of fine too. Because if you draw into it, I think the way that the ride line is set up is that like you can play them at 1-ofs and then play the grade 3 at 4, because if you play one-ofs and you draw into them, the ride lines just call themselves out, so you get units on board. So you don't really mind not hitting the search, because you still get cards out of it. Then the grade 2 is when it gets put into the soul from the order zone, your Vanguard gets plus 10k and your opponent can intercept or play Blitz orders. So if you read your opponent's hand well, this could be pretty nice. Don't you want to use the orders more? I think with 4 of the grade 3, you're using them just fine. Because you're searching 2 and then you can't use them until turn 3. So you have, like, turn 3, you'll use the grade 2 or the grade 1. Turn 4, maybe you use the grade 3 because you get the big power up. But you might use the grade 2 or the grade 1. And then after that, you just draw into the grade 3s, basically. You can only use one of the set orders per turn anyways. Yeah, so we'll see if the support they reveal next week, or like tomorrow or Monday, lets you use multiple. Because if they bring a support card that lets you put one of these, because it doesn't say, these cards don't say when put from the order zone to your soul by your Vanguard's ability. They say just when put from order zone to soul, period. So if they bring out a rear guard that puts orders from the order zone to the soul, then that changes everything. Then you want to play more, right?